Good morning and welcome to With Eddie and Vinny in the morning. Vinny, if you got something playing, we do not hear it. You copy that, buddy?
Christmas lights and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? The land of the free and the home of
Let's play
right.
more.
That's right. Good morning, everybody. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day to you. How y'all doing out there this morning? Eddie, what's popping, my brother?
Oh, I'm hoping that everything is really good. Today I had two rides today, okay? And they were both like one was 44, the other one was like 45 and a little bit over 80 something dollars. Two
Already
rides,
this morning?
came back home. Yep, people just going to the there was nobody around. Nobody was out on the road today. It looks like I was of the few. And every single the two rides I waited a while, but the two rides were worth it. I only worked 2 hours. That was it. 80
2
bucks,
hours,
2
80
hours.
bucks. You can't beat that.
That's
Can't
pretty
beat
good.
that.
That is
Hey,
pretty good.
listen. Better than me. I went out last night for 3 hours. 3 hours, bro. 3 hours, but multi-apping, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wide open. I got one request. 37 miles, Lyft XL for $52. 3 months ago, that 37-mile ride would have paid me 70 plus.
Damn.
They tried to give it to me for $52, and I said thank you, but no thank you. I'm done with that, and never got another request. About 15 minutes after I declined that request because it was going way down south. I declined that. Uber came up, and where I was at surged up, picked up a $9.75 surge, Eddie. I was like, yeah.
I don't
Right?
get surges. I don't get surges
Right?
at all.
$9.75 surge. Guess what? Never got a request. Even when I opened up Comfort. I opened up Comfort.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. They
And
do that all the
still
time.
didn't get a request. We are living in the 3 hours, one request, no rides last night.
Yeah, no. They do exactly the same crap to me. They make you chase, and then when you get it, they make you sit there.
There
Good
was no
morning,
chase.
Josh. Fritz, Indivisible. Good morning.
What's up, y'all? Happy Independence Day, 4th of July. So, Eddie, before we get into your topic this morning, I have a question for you.
Yo.
I do. This is going to be very controversial, though. I'm just going to let you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's not controversial for me, but it might be controversial for you.
Okay.
You were born where?
PR.
Okay. Do you consider yourself a Puerto Rican American, or do you consider yourself an American?
I consider myself American.
Good. Because
No Puerto Rican American or American Puerto Rican American.
Could you imagine if everybody woke up one day, just one day, and just said, I'm an American?
Yeah.
You didn't put a label in front of it. You didn't put a nationality or a culture or a race or a religion or any of that. You just woke up one morning and said, you know what? I'm an American.
Who was it that said that the United States is the only place where anybody can become an American? You can be Puerto Rican and become Japanese. You can't go to South America, and become African. You can't do that. America is the only place where you can become an American, and no matter what you are, no matter what you are. I don't know, I forgot who was the person that actually said that. It was somebody that came over here and they said, "I was like, you guys got the only place where you can actually become, and anybody can become an American."
Yeah.
Anybody. Oh,
Yeah.
it's the,
And so I was, I've always been a strong proponent of no labels. Like I really do, dude. I hate the labels. That's my whole thing is I just hate labels. I hate labels. And you look at everything that's going on, and you look at every single newscast. Like we were just watching the newscast here, right? And the
Mhm.
local morning news. I never watched that mess because it's so depressing. They like put you in. That's what's good about our show, Eddie. Because I'm an ugly motherfucker, but you're a funny looking motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I bring the pain, you bring the comedy. It works out for your La Vida Loca hair. We get all that, right?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
cute. You're cute. We get that. But
Hey.
they ripped the first 6 or 7 stories, bro. They were shootings in this city, in this city, in this state, in this city, in this state, in this state, in this city, in this state.
I
You
can't
know,
I can't
it,
seem
it,
to find good news out here. I cannot seem to find not one damn good news except for the one that I have. No good news anywhere. It's just everything just
insanity, bro.
keeps getting, it's just bad news. No matter where you go, it's always bad news.
It,
Oh, yeah,
it
I
kills
know
me,
what you
bro.
mean.
It kills me. I hate the labels, man. I look through Twitter because that's kind of like my, because I'm following some things on Twitter now, some financial news, and Twitter's just like Facebook and Instagram and shit. They're gonna force feed stuff into your feed that you don't follow because I don't follow a lot of people. I think on IG I follow maybe 180. On Twitter I follow like I don't know maybe 10 or 15. And so
That's where I get my news on Twitter because YouTube,
yeah, well
they give
Twitter
me
ain't no
only
better, bro.
they
Yeah,
give
but
me
Twitter ain't
only
no
what they
better.
want me to see.
Twitter ain't no
So,
better. It's
well,
it's another wide open. The one thing I'll say about Twitter is you're definitely going to see both sides. on,
yeah, but
on
it's
Twitter, you're
getting
going to
both
see both
sides is
sides.
the issue. Getting both sides is the issue, though.
Not on Twitter. Twitter, you're going to see
Okay.
both sides. On this platform we're on right now, we're broadcasting on. Good morning, Red. Good morning, Cray Cray.
Good morning,
Hey,
Craig Craze.
happy Independence Day, y'all. I'm just trying to tell you, don't tread on me. Leave me the alone so we can do what we got to do in this world. But on Twitter, you're going to get both sides of it, right? Where a lot of these other platforms, you're getting limited disinformation, misinformation. Like, did you see what's happening in France? How's that working out for France right now? Their open borders. How are
It's
their open borders working out in
on
France right now?
fire. It is
And
on fire. Oh man, was I looking at some videos of that crap today? By the way, I'm telling
look,
you, bad news all over the place. Bad news.
This is
Yeah.
Sparta!
And here comes and then here comes the I told you so.
hey, the man told
Hey,
them 4 years ago, y'all got
they're
problems.
literally did you not see the videos? They're literally stabbing the residents, the people that actually live there, that actually let them in.
Hmm?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Good morning,
Very
commuter. Good
interesting,
morning,
right?
brother. Good morning. Good
Very
morning.
interesting.
Who else?
And I wonder how many of these people that let them in took any of them home.
Well, that's what I say about here, right? So, and I truly believe I'm down the middle, slightly leaning right, but I'm pretty moderate. I'm pretty down the middle when it comes to things. To each their own, as long as it don't hurt nobody else. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
Because I don't
But
see
dude,
anything wrong with anybody taking
but I don't
anybody in to
understand.
help them out.
But that's the whole point with that. So you have one side of the aisle that says, "Oh, well, they have a right to be here." No, they don't. They don't have a right to be
No.
here. Number one. But number two, if you're so hell bent on that, then why don't you sponsor a family or two? Most of these politicians got 2 or 3 homes. They can afford to put families up in these homes. Why do they have to go into New York City into the Waldorf Astoria, right? Or into Trump Tower. Well, I was going to say Trump Towers, but not Trump
Trump
Tower.
Tower, no. I bet you they ain't gonna do that.
Why do they have to go into the Waldorf Astoria? Why is it up to the city and the residents of these cities to suck up the expenses for people that just went? And then you turn around and you see the news reports, they're trashing the hell out of these places. They're trashing them.
And then it just keeps happening, and now they got to suffer the consequences. The thing is that there's armored trucks, there's armored police trucks on the road, and they can't seem to get a hand of it because there's so many of them out there. They can't do it.
No, it just blows my mind, dude. Like, I'm cool with everybody. Think about where I live, though, right? Think about where I live. So we took in, let me rephrase that. 1978, 79, and 80, we had the Cuban Mariel. I wasn't even a teenager yet. But I remember it all. Those people, the people from Cuba were risking it all. It's only 90 miles from Key West to Cuba. Okay. It's only 90 miles, right? 90 miles is nothing for us, right? We drive all the time. We do 90 miles in 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
They're risking it all on inner tubes to get here. Apparently, it's pretty bad there. So I get that part. But you know what? And this is the thing when everybody says down in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, how do you deal with all the Cubans? What do you mean, bro? These people came from a communist society. They embrace America. They came here and they're living the American dream. Everybody says, oh, the American dream is a house, 2.3 kids, a white picket fence, 2 cars. The wife stays home. The husband goes to work. He works till 40 years. He retires. He dies. Wife gets remarried. Right? That's the American dream. Right? No, that's not the American dream, dude. The American dream is you can escape and come from any desolate, disparaging situation that you might grow up in or live in, and you can come here, work hard, and find success.
That's the American
dream. It is opportunity. And that's what we celebrate today. When we told England to kick rocks, when they threw all that tea in the Boston Harbor, we ain't paying attention. Yeah, hey, Eddie. Here's the irony in that. You ready for some irony in that? The original settlers, colonizers, whatever the hell people want to call them, okay? They got pissed off with the king's taxes, so they threw his tea in the harbor, right? Today, when you truly look at your dollar, I would advise everybody to do this. Look at how much we're taxed today. We say, oh, we don't want to live in Canada because they're taxed 52%, 53%. We're paying that same shit here. They just do it. It's a la carte here. It's not like a one-shot, bam. We do it a la carte.
So if somebody gives you money, you pay tax on that money, right? Then when you buy a product, you get taxed on that product.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Then it just keeps going on, and you keep getting taxed on that dollar. Just keeps getting taxed and taxed and taxed and taxed. So if you receive money, you get taxed on it. All right. And then if you spend it, you get taxed. If you receive the product, you got to pay taxes on that product. All right. It just keeps going. It just keeps going on. I believe it adds to it's over 50%. Over 50% gets taxed.
Yeah. In some instances, we're paying more tax freely here. We're freely giving up our money to what Canada does. In Canada, it's mandatory, right? So Invisible's like, hey, Uber keeps the tips, makes interest on them. They hate to get free money and they don't. Yeah, they hate we get free money and they don't. Listen, you know what?
Yeah, remember that I hear that they made money on the $6 billion. I hear that they made interest money. They made interest on it because they just reinvested it. Now they're giving it back because they made money off of it.
Well, that's any business. When you hold a bank account that high, you're going to get paid as X amount of, it's like it's compounded interest. So the more daily that money sits there, they earn interest on that kind of bread. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then days later we get the dollar. Yeah, exactly. Listen, there's a lot of things that these apps do. That shit. So for those of you who don't know, I was in Tampa over the weekend. I had a function with my family, my son and his wife. And I need to stop saying that. I need to say my daughter-in-law. I keep saying his wife, like I don't accept her. She is a sweetheart. She really is. She's good for him. They're good
I
together.
hope she didn't hear you now.
Well, and she's pregnant, so if she did hear me, she'd likely call
She
me.
gets
And kick my
very
ass.
emotional.
Oh,
Yeah.
very emotional. Very.
Emotional, damn it.
So I went over. I didn't work. Right. I was a little tired. But I did look at the app. In Tampa, they don't get surge shown to them. It's a red hockey puck is what they get. And remember a couple of months ago when I had my client from England and I did that whole video on it with the gray clouds and all of that. And then it became a big news story for everybody all of a sudden. And that's not a shot at anybody. I swear it's not, but I know I was first with it. Anyway, the red hockey puck, right? I get the red hockey puck and you click on it and it says, this is a high surge demand area. I'm making a video about it today. I'll put the video out tonight, but it says high demand area. You will see your surge amount after you complete your trip.
Yeah. Wow. Very nice. Very nice.
You
Of
no
saying,
longer get you no longer get shown a surge. You get shown a
yeah.
little red puck that says, bring your ass over here, take the ride. We're going to give you upfront price, take the ride, and then we will tell you how much the surge is.
Then they're gonna say, I'm gonna screw you on the search. That's what they're saying. That's basically what they're saying. You're gonna take whatever I want to give you.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. That's what I mean. It's we're gonna pay you we're gonna pay you what we feel like paying you, and you're gonna like it.
In other words, for baiting. That's why on my Uber app, I don't get surges on my Uber app, but for some reason, every time I keep driving around, I pick up a surge somewhere, but it's not on my Uber app.
I'm telling you know what? Let me hook up my phone. I'm gonna hook up my phone and bring those screenshots over for you so you guys can see them here first. But it just absolutely blew my mind.
But I think it looks like they're experimenting with these because they know people ain't gonna go for those.
They're not experimenting, bro. This is the way.
It's just like a suckers.
They're pulling the Mandalorian.
Who's gonna be a sucker and fall for this? I mean, maybe a couple.
No,
but the majority are just gonna be like, no.
No, you know who will get pissed off at it? Old OGs like us.
Oh my God.
OGs like us will get pissed off at it. But the people who are new, they don't know no better. And they're banking on that 70% turnover. They're banking on it, bro. Here, hold on. I want to bring them over right now and show you.
Dude, I keep getting feeds from France. Everything that is setting up on fire, these people.
All right, let me make sure it's going to show you what I wanted to show you. Okay, here, let me bring it up for you guys so you guys can see it. So if you haven't seen this, I know we've talked about it on other shows, and I know Sergio's hit it. Sergio's hit it pretty good with this too. So this is in Tampa. Okay, there's Tampa North Aero Park, right? This is a pretty good area over here. This is actually a pretty well-to-do area over here. It's an area called Wesley Chapel, right? So you see this surge pricing in effect, right? And then you get the message next to it. Hold on. That says, and let me bring this up. Surge pricing in effect. The heat map highlights surge areas. More intense colors. Gamification, as Sergio calls it. More intense colors indicates higher levels of surge and generally faster trip requests. Sure. You'll know it's a surge fare when the surge icon on your trip request.
Yeah, sure.
And that's it. That's what you get. We'll tell you what the surge is after your trip.
It's just another idiot comes in and tries to change it. And I just to be like, oh, yep, these guys, these kids are suckers. They're going to fall for it. Watch, they're going to fall for it.
Now, that red puck could indicate it's $1.25. Yeah. But because it's becoming more and more red, you get to the really intense part. So then last night, when I come back, we came back Sunday night. I went out last night. I was not feeling well yesterday. By the way, Eddie, I apologize for leaving you hanging yesterday. I just was not feeling it, bro. I was not feeling good. Haven't been motivated lately to do a bunch of anything. The apps are, that whole fiasco with Hertz just really threw a huge monkey wrench into my plans, and I had to take a couple of days to kind of refigure this thing out. But anyway,
It's all right. We understand. We
so
understand.
I apologize for that. But you know what? While I'm at it, let's get this out there.
Breaking news.
Today's weather is brought to you because we know it's always hot as a motherfucker. And if you do rideshare, I know you had your ass. And them motherfuckers never tip you. And that's why it's always hot as a motherfucker right now. And that's your weather report with Eddie and Vinny in the morning.
I'm Rick James, bitch.
Bro, that is Jeff Mack. That is our weatherman at large. Eddie, what do you got? What's over there?
By the way, this is not France. This is somewhere. It's just I don't know how you can sit there and go, oh yeah, let's dine. Oh, look at the pretty little fire. Yeah, look at the pretty little fire. I just sit there and be like, oh yeah, hey honey, how you doing? What would you like to drink today? Oh yes, how's everything? Oh, everything's really good. Everything's really good. It's just nice and warm.
It's amazing, bro. They just, everything now is just they're gonna pay.
But it's definitely not France. It says it says a Taliban. So it's Afghanistan. Okay, there we go, Afghanistan.
Well, to that respects, we were talking about Twitter earlier. There was a thread I saw yesterday where they were dispelling a lot of videos that were going around that was saying it was France, and they weren't France. It was stuff from years ago. Same thing with Ukraine. But here's the thing, bro. Ukraine, when they were going into Ukraine with the war, and they were showing the American public, the rest of the world, oh, this is happening in Ukraine right now, and it was from like 20 years earlier. So that's why I don't put any stock into anything unless I see it with my own eyes. What you got there, buddy? I see you got something.
Yeah. Now I don't know if this is this. It says that this is France, but I don't know if this is actually really France. I do not know what the hell is going on here. Okay, but it's a whole bunch of Batmans. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of Batman. Oh look, the old Batman. I don't know.
There was a video that was going around that said it was from France, current times, France, where Batman came out. And he was approaching a crowd at a fire. And the video stated that it was Batman in France, when in fact, it was Batman from BLM riots. And so they take the video, they change the heading or the news flash on it, and they throw it up. It's like it's like people are just humping to get likes and dislikes and loves and comments on garbage for their own, these social media platforms, all of them, from YouTube all the way down, right? Because we know YouTube is top dog. They should have some type of verification system on the content creator themselves. So if a content creator, whatever platform they use, TikTok, IG, Facebook, whatever, right? If they get a strike against them as it being like, fake news, and they can't produce the footage themselves, or somehow, say, hey, yeah, this is real stuff. Like our content would be easy because it's not fake news. We got receipts. We can show what's happening with us. But like shit like that, with the 90,000 Batmans coming out of the back of the U-Haul, you could take that same thing and you can say this is happening right now in Washington, D.C. And people would automatically start to go, they're feds, because
no. Well, did you not see the Antifa that were all dressed up and they were at a yep, and they unmasked every single one of them, and it happens to be they actually got paid to be there and act like Antifa.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they got beat up.
The torch
They
group,
got they
whatever.
got they got they got they
Got
got
your
beat up.
ass
I
kicked
think I don't know if it was a Proud
by
Boys.
a
They said it
bunch
was
of
a Proud
bikers.
Boys. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
they
Proud
got
Boys.
their asses kicked and they
Yeah.
got unmasked.
They got exposed.
Yeah.
But this is the propaganda machine. This is the propaganda, bro. It's crazy, dude. But I do have to say this: France is burning.
Yeah. By the way,
It was
I just pulled up this video of in France, and it happens to be. It looks like it was actually a car bomb. I'm not exactly sure, but videos are coming up all over the place. And not only that, it looks like they're trying to block, blocking all these stuff on social media. Boof.
well, the president over there has said that he wanted all social media platforms banned,
Yep.
shut down. He wants to pull a Zelensky over there because that's what Zelensky has done in Ukraine, right? Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, with
There will
he was
be
probably, he was
no
probably with Greta Thunberg. I was like, hey, can you
no.
post some good news?
Forget that little challenge child. No, Zelensky will not allow free elections for a president while they are engaged in this war with Russia.
Ooh.
No elections while they're engaged in a war. He's putting priests in prison that dissent against his way of thinking. What democracy are we fighting for in Ukraine when Ukraine itself is under full martial law?
Oh my God.
They put a woman in jail, a Ukrainian woman, who called her sister, who happens to be in Russia. They arrested the Ukrainian woman.
Oh, was that the one that was saying a spy?
No, well, I don't know what they said they was, but the prosecution went to the woman and said, hey, listen, you're not supposed to have any conversation with anybody from Russia. It's her goddamn sister, but whatever. They had the full context, all the text messages, everything. They told the woman, listen, take a plea deal, no jail time. They forced her into a plea deal, no jail time. Like they do here when a prosecutor's trying to make their bones so that they can move up in the world, right? They force you into a plea deal when you didn't do shit wrong, but they force you into that plea deal anyway because they threaten you with jail time. Do you know what the judge turned around and did? Gave that woman 10 years after she agreed to no jail time plea. He still gave her 10 years. What are we talking about here, bro?
I listen. I hope that once all this crap is starts turning around, all these people, man, that are all in this damn corrupt system, I mean, if they start fleeing the country, it's because I know that bad stuff is going to happen to them. Because
Like
they
I
better
said.
go to jail. I mean, I don't understand how you can find baby powder in the White House.
Oh,
Oh,
they're getting high as hell in the White House.
would you believe
Did you see
this?
that?
Baby powder in the White House. Okay.
It wasn't baby powder. We're going to call it baby powder, though? Is that what we're going to call it?
Well, yeah.
It wasn't baby powder. It wasn't baby powder.
Because I know you YouTube my
Okay, we'll go with baby powder.
I correct it because it hasn't been confirmed yet.
No, they confirmed it. It was confirmed last night.
Yeah. But yeah, they found a substance in the White House, dude. Given that I kind of do understand, the sun and all that stuff, but why would you allow it? I mean, it just makes the whole organization just look really bad.
Hold on, bro. Hey, I'm just going to apologize to everybody watching right now, but it's 4th of July, markets are closed, and today we are celebrating our national. I think we're doing a good job of it. We are celebrating our national independence from England, 1776. We are doing this today. We are taking full and fair advantage of our First Amendment constitutional, guaranteed by the Constitution, our First Amendment right. Okay, free speech. How the hell does Junior, since we're talking in circles here, right, with baby powder, how the hell did Junior, right? How the hell did Junior get off with that soft ass plea deal
Yeah.
right? And then after the plea deal, y'all know why you got that plea deal, right?
Uh-huh.
Now remember, I opened the show with I don't believe in labels. Right? I said, right, Eddie, we had that discussion. I don't believe in labels. If you're an American, you're an American. If you're anything else, if you're anything hyphen American, you miss the whole point of being an American. If you're still claiming on to your countries, yeah, this guy, how the hell? Right? He's sitting there without his diaper because I guess he had too much baby powder. So the little tabs on the baby diaper wouldn't hold up around the
I
sides.
mean, I don't understand why they want to evacuate. I mean, shouldn't they be, like start searching everybody?
Well, because there are other poisonous substances that are white, look like white powder. So they have to clear it out because it could be something very toxic and poisonous. But no, it's Junior gets off with the plea deal, the gun charge, the federal gun charge. Do you know what, Eddie? It doesn't matter what color you would have been. If your last name if your last name wasn't the same as this guy's last name, your ass would have been in jail.
That's right.
White,
See
black,
that?
green, purple, yellow, it doesn't matter.
And this is what's
Your
going to
ass would have been
happen.
in jail.
And this is what's happening. The laws do not apply to these guys because they buy their way out, but they do not apply to us. You know, the laws apply. I'm sorry, the laws apply to us, but it does not apply to them. And here
Like
is
really, bro.
And here is what I think. Here's what I think is going to happen. If they don't start doing something about this, people are going to start saying, "What's the point of following the law?"
And that's what
in the law when this crap gets allowed. All right, but then if I don't even do the same thing, I get jail time.
you got the wrong last name, bro. You got the wrong last name. I got the wrong last name.
He gets away with it. He gets away with it. Pop gets away with it. Let alone Pops, okay, gets bribed with money from our our enemies. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, everybody talks about trees and there's not trees. I was like, dude, they're taking money from our enemies. Let alone they let the balloon. They let the balloon, the spy balloon, fly across the United States. And then when they did the whole circle, they were like, okay, all right, blow it up, because I said blow it up, whatever, the legs of my hair stand up. But
here's the thing about that balloon. I think a lot of people missed. The flight path that it took was along a military flight. It was a flight pattern.
Yeah.
It was a flight pattern. It was aerial views of our military.
Correct.
So
in other words, if we set up for war, who gave them the targets? Who gave China the targets if we ever go to war? I wonder who.
52 years in as a politician.
Sold out for how much money?
Hey, now you really want to
something? What? Well, no, 1 point something billion? I think it was.
Yeah. Do you know Pops? Do you know Pops has never had a real job? His entire career has been in politics.
Yeah.
And
he does not know anything about working hard.
And he's worth millions and millions. Bro, do you remember what was that a couple weeks ago? They asked him about, hey, Pops, where'd that $10 million go? And Pops responded after his press conference. He said, well, if that's true, where's the money?
We're going to get assassinated.
Wait. 5 days later, like Eddie's $5 ebook, 5 days later, everybody missed it when they said all of a sudden Pops' tax return for 2017, they had to add $7 million to his tax return. In other words, they found an accounting error, a $7 million accounting error that now had to go onto his taxes. 5 days earlier, well, if that's the case, if I took the money, where's the money? And then he gives you that shit smile, right? And then what happens? 5 days later, bro, $7 million magically appears. But nobody talks about this.
It's just
Nobody talks about this.
I'm looking.
So
I'm
now let's go
looking.
the other way, bro. Let's go the other way now, because I just saw this story this morning. Let's go the other way. Okay. Let's talk about DeSantis, my governor. Let's talk about how he done stuck his wee-wee in the wrong melting pot. See, we got Pops way over here on the extreme left, and now we got DeSantis all the way over here on the way right. Right? Yes. He is my governor. I voted for him as a governor, but I will never vote for him as a president.
No, I don't think he'd do good as a president.
He let these. No, he doesn't. And you know what? He's too far right. He's too far right. There are certain things that he did as a governor that were excellent throughout the entire pause, right? Freedom of movement. We were able to move in Florida, right? We were able to move in Florida. And by the grace of God, and yes, I said God, so, I'm not
you're going to offend some people.
No, listen. Side note on that. I don't believe in any religion. None, never have, never will. But I believe in God. And we'll leave it at that. Okay. Listen, DeSantis was great. And by the grace of God, we didn't get Andrew Gilliam, because he's the one that was found ass up in a hotel on South Beach full of meth with another guy cheating on his wife. Do I need to say anything more there? Andrew Gilliam wanted to impose a state sales tax in Florida, or a state income tax in Florida. We do not have state income tax in the state of Florida. Okay? Any state that imposes an extra tax, didn't we just talk about tax?
Mm-hmm.
Then we had that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for the First Amendment. Thank God for the First Amendment, bro. Thank God. I'm going to get Nick from Jersey back in the joint soon.
I think we should bring him back. Just to be kind of.
Oh man,
It's just that
bro,
he goes after others, and you're like, hey, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, just leave it alone.
But
bro.
see, now DeSantis's issue is he's gotten so far right. Listen, bro, if you're gay, God bless you. Straight people shouldn't be the only ones that got to deal with the bullshit of marriage. Why should they be special? Right? Do what you want to do as long as it doesn't affect me, my family, my kids, or anybody else's kids. People miss the point on the LGBTQ, yada, 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 the alphabet mafia. People,
you can say it the right way. LGBTQ plus a question mark, smiley face plus.
Okay. But here's my thing. The LGBTQ, cool. No problems. But when you start pushing that shit on the youth,
onto other people, yeah.
California, bro. Did you see the bill that is making its way through the state of California right now? Where a 12-year-old can pick up the telephone, make a phone call to the state, and tell the state, I no longer want to live with my parents, come get me. And the state, if this bill passes into law in the state of California, that child, the 12-year-old, can now go and say, I don't want to be with my parents, and become a ward of the state. How's that going to work?
Isn't there another one where a child that's not of age can get sex affirmation, whatever, surgery without the consent of the parents?
I see, this what makes no sense to me. So if you're under 18, you can go and have this gender affirming surgery. I want to say it right? I want to say
it right. And if a parent denies it, it's considered to be like child abuse, and they'll take the kid away.
Yeah, certain places now. But yet that same 12-year-old, it's like people going to the military, bro. You can enlist in this man's army at 17 years old. I don't know how many people know that. You get your parents' permission, you can enlist in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, whatever it is, at 17. But you cannot buy a beer until you're 21. You see what I'm saying here? They're so screwed up in their ideology. There's no common sense anymore. And this, I'm afraid to say it, this was all by design, bro. This was all by design. What you're seeing in France right now, if we don't change, we're going to see here in the next 3 to 5 years. Macron, President Macron, while his country was on fire, complete chaos in the streets, was at a freaking Elton John concert. I saw the video. His non-dancing ass. That dude truly is a white guy. No rhythm. He's a real white guy. He was like,
this is what's happening, and I'm not too fond of it because it's our military, and I know Vinny will agree with me. But yeah.
okay.
I mean, if we go to war, I will never sit by. I don't want him by my side.
We had a gay
to
dude
protect
in our
me.
unit. We had a gay guy in our unit. We had a gay guy in our unit.
It's not that. It's just that believing. It's believing in something that you're not. I was like, I need a soldier, not a shield.
Well, listen. We had a gay guy in our unit, but we were under that "don't ask, don't tell" Clinton, Bill
Correct.
Clinton rule, right?
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing, though. Dude put up. You feel me? He put up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Just because he liked dudes doesn't mean he was soft.
Correct.
Again, goes back to my original point.
Agree.
I don't have a problem at all. First of all, if we're going to be a country of religion and God and this, that, and the other, bro, I don't want to go down the religion hole. Oh my God, y'all gonna make me put on my tinfoil hat.
Make it.
I'm just saying.
Quick.
There are certain. Okay, I'll make it simple, straight, quick to the point. I had no problem with that dude. I knew that if when the shit hit the fan, homeboy was going to be there.
Correct.
Didn't have to worry about him.
That's what you want, right? You want a damn soldier.
So that doesn't matter if you're gay or not. Then that's got nothing to do with being gay.
Correct. But
that picture you just shown with the she/her bullshit, again, labels. What business is it of mine who you sleep with? Ain't none of my damn business. As long as they're over the age of 18, they're a consenting adult. But see, even that, Eddie, we're all over the place, bro. But even that, bro. Okay, even that. Different states have different ages of consent. Some states you can be 13 years old and you're considered a consenting adult. Some states, 16 years old, you're considered a consenting adult. How about Romeo and Juliet laws?
Oh, hey, listen, that Romeo and Juliet laws. I don't know.
Romeo and Juliet laws. I mean, you see what I mean? And so when I look at the United States of America, because it is Independence Day, for y'all just joining us in the chat, I know we're way off the chain today.
Yeah, way off the topic today, but
I haven't gone over. Listen, we're
practicing our freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. We're practicing.
It's sitting there waiting on me. It's sitting there waiting for me to go get it. I'm gonna get into that in a minute.
We're gonna get demonetized anyway.
Eddie, I didn't monetize this video. They're gonna make their money. Google's gonna make their money off the controversy, whatever. For y'all just joining us, happy Independence Day. Welcome to the channel. This is In the Mornings with Vinny and Eddie. Or Eddie and Vinny. My bad. Eddie and Vinny. By the way, wait. Hold on.
Breaking news.
Live from San Antonio, Texas. It is hotter than a motherfucker today over here. Back to you, Vinny and Eddie.
It's like 200 degrees right now. How is it by you, Vinny?
See, we got to throw the weather reports in. Bro, I heard it was 100. No, Jeff in the, we're all over the place. Fuck it. Jeff sent in the mass text yesterday. Jeff sent a screenshot. It was 118 degrees in Phoenix, Arizona yesterday, bro. 118 degrees. Oh, hey, there he is.
What's up, Invisible Ranch. Thank you.
Bro, 118 degrees. Oh, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold it. The Queen has entered the chat. I just noticed. FBI, open up! The Queen is in the house. The executive producer. Follow Keys Tracks. Y'all make sure y'all go check her out. She has some designs done. I don't know. I know Cray Cray was here earlier. Cray Cray, if you're still here, I think you're gonna like what our head designer has created. Just letting y'all know, we are now going to implement in the ridesharegarage.com shop. We will now have a Cray Cray collection. We have the Cray Cray collection. It is not available yet because we got to do something before we make it public. But I'm gonna tell you what, Kiki, man, she slams, bro. Kiki slams when it comes to this stuff. She just absolutely slams. So shout out to our executive producer.
She's getting used to it and she's getting better at it.
She's getting better at it. We're gonna have a Bucky calendar at some point. We're gonna have a Bucky calendar because Bucky comes up with some of the craziest ass sayings I've ever heard. But that's Texas for you. Shout out Bucky. We're gonna have an invisible river ranch. I don't know. We got to create something for him. I'm not sure. Maybe some coffee cup coasters. I don't know, something.
We'll find something. I've been feeling to get my coffee cup, but
bro,
has been closed.
You haven't gotten your coffee cup yet?
No, it's here. It's been closed.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
My business has been the mailbox has been closed, so I haven't been able to get it.
Oh, you sent it to your mailbox.
To my business address. Yeah, to my business address.
Well, I'm still. Well, I think the only thing I'm missing is my Gig Wars official coffee mug. T-shirt's hot. I got that, but I didn't get the coffee mug yet. I'm figuring, okay, maybe like the semiconductor chips, it's a supply chain issue with the coffee mugs. I don't know.
Maybe. By the way, I am this close to paying off this computer for everybody that makes me the money on YouTube.
Reinvest.
It's about to pay off my my computer, and the next thing that's coming is the 3D printer. I already know exactly what I'm gonna get, but hey, listen. Not all, this is what happens with the cops outside, the police and other places. I just want to show you guys this. I thought it was pretty.
All right. So what the hell? That's awesome. That's awesome.
He said, "It's okay. You just don't worry about it. We're just gonna take you to jail and take it nice and easy. Come on, just get up for a second."
No, they got his bag, bro. They took his bag. It's like, oh my God. Hey, be gentle. Yeah. Be gentle.
Be gentle. Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, don't worry. It's cool. You're not.
It's cool.
Don't worry. We're just gonna put the cuffs on you. Yeah. Don't worry. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. You're only gonna go to jail for like 10 years. Don't worry about it. You're gonna be out soon. Don't worry about it.
Really?
Yeah.
And this is what we're doing nowadays, huh? This is insanity, bro. That's craziness. Well, you know what? If that's the way they're doing it, come get me, because I'll go to jail if that's the way they're going to take me. If they're going to coddle me, oh man. So I guess Kiara's now her next collection is going to be rideshare cats.
What? Yeah.
Some rideshare cats. Okay, Kiki, I will check the email. But anyway.
By the way, I don't know if you guys, if you guys don't know who this is, North Korea, she talks a lot about what goes on over there. Okay.
Yeah. From North Korea.
She talked about it, and then when people try to contradict her, they were like, "Dude, you crazy." He's like, "You don't know." I was like, "You don't know." He's like, "You don't want that over here." He's like, "This is why I came over here, because of the communism that goes on over there. You don't want that because you ain't got no choice. They'll torture you." I believe her story was that she actually got out. And she was able to go across the border to South Korea and jump over the border. But since she did that, they put mines. They put mines there so people couldn't get out.
They did what?
They put mines. So basically, she crossed over over a
Yeah.
field, right? But the same field that she crossed over after that, they put mines down.
It's called the 36th parallel. It's the DMZ, demilitarized zone. It's full of mines. I've been there.
You ain't gonna get that, as long as the United
I
States
did a,
and
I did a
and the
TDY
public
there.
states, as long as we stay armed, but we're gonna be good. They're trying to do anything and everything to get rid of the Second Amendment, because without the Second Amendment, man,
Let's
they're gonna get us.
listen. Let's go back the other way, because I kind of like getting the idea of all this political shit off my head, so I can go on about my business. You guys are my vent group today. Do you see what they're doing to RFK?
Which
Robert
one?
F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the
Yes, the one
true
that's running.
Democrat. Do you see what they're doing to him?
No, I've seen that how they're talking bad about him, but
Talking bad, bro. They're censoring him left and right,
yeah, I know that. I think we know.
and
we
he's
know
a
they were gonna do
Democrat.
that. Yeah.
And he's a Democrat,
Yeah.
but he's very moderate. Although he did do one. There was one or two things. There was one thing and then another thing, and I don't remember what it was. That kind of threw him off for me. I like the way he talks. I like what he's trying to do. Okay, but Bucky says it'll be $100 per hour for my therapy. For therapy, I'll send you my PayPal. Bro, they're censoring RFK.
Let me see if I can find them.
They're censoring RFK. He's the one who speaks out about, not having enough testing on jabs and things of that nature and all of that good stuff. But yeah, they're censoring him too. Why? Why are they censoring? Why are they censoring their own?
Yeah.
Like,
But
it
it's
makes
just
no
like
sense.
they keep going at it. They keep, you know that every time they do this, they make it even worse for themselves. They have this ego that they think that they can keep getting away with it. And I think they keep getting away with it. It's what's going to bite them, because if it wasn't, thanks to Papi Joel right now, okay, he's exposing everybody, because the damn guy is so old, he doesn't know what he's doing, and then all these people are coming out and ratting them all out. Okay, I believe how many people did not get assassinated because they let out
Strong language.
yeah, assassinated because they let out. I'm
Strong
sorry.
language again.
Okay. They got they
Oh shit.
died unexpectedly.
Oh.
Shortly after they let out some controversial information for the big guy.
You mean the whistleblower that disappeared?
Yeah.
The other one who suddenly had
Ironic.
a car accident?
Yeah. Ironic, isn't
Like,
it?
it's not funny, but it's just like, what do you do, dude? Like, what do you do? How come? Oh God. Here's the end of our YouTube. Here's the end of our YouTube. Here's the end of our YouTube.
Election interference.
career.
YouTube aggressively censoring videos featuring RFK Jr. in futile attempt to silence him. They keep
Bro,
making it worse because
Have
people
they
are going to
not
look
figured
for it.
out? Have they not figured out the more you try to silence someone in today's social media age, the more exposure they get? Hey, Eddie, do you know who Vivek Swasamy is?
I've heard of him.
He is running as a Republican, a GOP presidential nominee. Young guy. He's Middle Eastern. I'm not sure if he's born here. Well, he has to be born here, but he's Middle Eastern, very well educated, very, very well spoken, but can get flat out, can come down to the rest of us down here in Peasantville. So he can speak, well educated, Harvard, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But he can also come down to us and talk to us on our level.
Look,
Do you know he is about to go around Ron DeSantis in the polls?
Well, let's see, because there's a lot of people that were born down like at the bottom, and then they work their way up. But then once they're up there, once they work their way up there, here comes all the freaking wolves, man. And here, take this, take that, take this, and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, do me a favor.
Here's a dose of reality.
AOC.
Yeah, here's a dose of reality. Now, I very rarely talk about my family on YouTube. on social media. I never, when I had my businesses, I never brought my family into that. I always kept it separate, right? This past weekend, when we went to go visit our kids over there, when I tell you, my children, the goal in life when you have kids is you want them to do better than you did, right? The goal in life is so that your kids do better than you did. If your kids do better than you did, then you're a success, I feel, as a parent. Okay? My kids are doing better than my wife and I. That's a blessing. That should be the goal. My father-in-law was blown away. He had never been to my daughter's house or my son's house. Was blown away because of where they live and how they're living. That's a fucking success. That should be the goal. But the way these people are going nowadays, the extreme left and extreme right, driving these wedges, bro, I got people. I've never thought I would be this guy. I've got people I've known for decades I don't even talk to anymore because they're so hell-bent and brainwashed into what they think they're seeing, and you can't have a conversation with them. So what's the point?
It's just,
Go ahead.
Yeah. This is what happens when you don't everything just goes south.
Bro, I saw that, bro. I pissed my pants when I saw that.
Okay.
I pissed my pants when I saw that.
I don't mind. I don't mind if you express yourself in private. Okay. But okay, it makes me nervous,
You know those bottom two are photoshopped, right?
Yeah, but well, I was looking at the two top ones.
No, those are real. How about that one, the upper left? That assistant deputy secretary claims to be an admiral, ain't ever spent his day of life in service. This guy here that lives as a woman, okay, God bless him, do your thing. But he destroyed his family over that shit, man. Married with kids. He destroyed his life over this. How about bring up our secretary? No, bring up the French Secretary of Health.
Oh, we were just talking. Oh, hold on. I was just, dude. He just popped into my head.
Bring up those guys. Bring up those guys, or bring up Chris Christie. Chris Christie. If Chris Christie don't look like the Doughboy, if he don't look like Big Boy Burgers, fat cats, no pun intended, fat cats trying to tell us we need to get healthy. These people are trying to tell us we need to be healthy, and they're 400 pounds obese. Make it make sense.
It's with CH.
I'm 25 pounds overweight, and I feel terrible about it. Right? But then I look at these doughboys, and they're trying to tell me how to live, how to eat. I guess they took that. I guess they took that pyramid, that food pyramid, to heart too much. No wonder they put Frosted Flakes 12 servings a day at the top of the list.
That's right. That's why I'm a Metasaurus right now. So I'm not following the freaking pyramid, the food pyramid anymore. It's a crock. After I saw the food, the health. I'm looking for her right now.
Kiki says, shout out to Chris Christie. There you go. That sloppy potato chip sucking, sorry son of a, and this is the other thing. This is the other part of dirty politics. You know where the cooler is, right, Eddie? You go to a casino, you know where the cooler is, right?
No, you got
cooler is somebody
to a casino.
Okay, so a cooler is somebody that the casino hires. They're on the hourly salary. And a cooler is designed to be sent to a table where players are hot and the casino's losing money. That's a cooler. Cooler comes in and breaks your last governor we had with sense. Chris Christie? Key. Oh. Well, he's the Republican GOP cooler. He's supposed to, his only job. He what? He left and we got to drink out of paper straws. Okay, I'm lost. Kiki's got me lost this morning. Oh, because of the guy you got in there now. Well, you know. I mean, the lesser of two evils still don't make it good, still makes it evil, right? Anyway, his whole job is to go in there and disrupt Trump. That's his only purpose for being in the election.
Well, politics.
Yeah,
it's the game. He's got to play the game. You know, he's got to get attention, so he's got to talk.
He's got zero chance in the polls, 0%. He's polling 0% in the polls.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to do something. I mean, he sits around a lot, so he's got to do something. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but it's just it happens every 4 years. It happens. Everybody starts to, they start attacking each other. You know, but once they get in,
he says, "I'll take Christie and plastic any day." You ain't wrong about that. I remember when Wendy's is who I cheat on my wife with. Wendy's is my redheaded side piece. Okay, when they started feeding those paper straws. Bro, anytime I went someplace and I saw plastic straws, I just grab a bunch of them, put them in my glove box. Because paper straws last about 30 seconds and then they're done. And those stainless steel straws that they were trying to push on everybody, reusable straws, it's like it's like the K-Cup Keurig machine. You got to constantly get in all the way through the hose or crap and crud and bacteria builds up in those stainless steel straws. Straws should be one-time use, bam, out of here, maybe two. And be done with it. Anything more than that, and the cylinder on the inside gets corrupt. It gets toxic. It gets nasty. Shit's just nasty. I knew Ron was coming. What's up, Ron?
Good morning, Ron.
Anyway, we should get back to some rideshare news here because we've gone completely off the rails this morning.
Oh, it's okay. Everybody kind of likes this kind of stuff.
Me too, Vinny, but now you can't find plastic anywhere, not even a bag in a store. Come to Florida.
Yeah, they banned it in Cali. They banned everything in Cali.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about
that was Schwarzenegger's idea, right?
You know what? Terminator Man. How is that, bro? How is it somebody comes from another country? This is what lost it with me with Arnold. Okay. Arnold comes from another country. He came here. He found fame and fortune. Hell, he became the governor of California. Mm-hmm. Right?
The American way.
The American dream, right? He found the American dream. And then turned around and told America, fuck your freedoms. How is this? What am I missing here? This is why I say, Eddie, you can't have labels. Yeah. Until you lose the labels, America cannot live up to its promise. Remember what the Constitution says. Remember what the preamble says. In order to form a more perfect union, it didn't say we were perfect. It says we get better every day. Representative Byron Daniels out of Fort Myers. I love the guy, bro. I love the guy, right? I really do. I need him to be more active. Right? In U.S. Congress, I need him to be more active. That guy can be president. Shout out to Byron Daniels.
We would have never known what Schwarzenegger's views were if he would have never ran. Or if he would never became governor.
Well, let's put it this way, Jamie Foxx. Let's talk about Jamie Foxx for a minute. He was forced to take medication that he did not want to take.
Oh, yeah.
But we got to be honest about it because he could have said no. You see that choice of that money, that carrot they dangle in front of you when you have that choice?
But he couldn't be on the movie set. He couldn't be on the movie set.
How strongly do you believe in what you believe in? How willing are you?
I agree.
How willing are you to die on your shield?
But do you see how they give people either do it or lose your job?
Right? All these people, they say,
What's
oh,
the
well, we
what's the
don't have
name? What's the name of that health administration check whatever guy?
who?
The
Oh
one we
man,
were
we're way
talking about.
beyond. Oh, you mean yeah, no, I don't remember. I don't know. Ron's like Byron might be governor one day, bro. I think he'll be president, and I think he will make a damn fine president. And yes, you are correct. Ice Cube came out and said no to 9 million. You see, this is what's happening, bro. People get tired when you start to unlock that brain and stop thinking with your heart and start thinking with your mind. I'm not always right. Hell, I'm wrong a lot. But at least I'm logical enough to admit when I'm fucking wrong. Right? But
But
what do I
they
know?
keep
I'm just a dumbass Uber driver.
then they keep doing it. They keep doing it. By the way, well, you know what? If you're an Uber driver and you start seeing this over on the 4th of July, at least here in Austin, just stay away from it. Um, this is definitely France. It's just a building that you actually set on fire.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. France is getting burnt. Like they got
Yeah.
issues. They got real issues over there while their president goes to an Elton John concert.
Yep. Oh, and there's one more. There's one more that I wanted to show you guys. Somebody actually made a one of these guys made a. Oh, where is it? Oh, he's right here. He's right here. This is what you get, dude. They're coming after it, dude. Quick, they came over to France, and this is it. It's what you get. By the way, see that knives, knives.
Yeah,
I
but you
wonder if
see,
I
you see
wonder if
my
they're gonna
problem.
ban.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're gonna ban knives now. Are they gonna ban knives?
anti-whitewatch.org. I don't know who this is, but you know what? Here's my problem with that, Eddie. Here's my problem with that. Don't play that again, bro, because that's
Why?
kind of that leads in because it kind of leads in a different connotation. Here's my problem with that. Both them bitches are pussies. They're not doing that as if they're going to go and do something to somebody, which they might. I don't know. But they're doing that because it's social media. They're doing that to get the TikTok views. They're doing it. And in that respects, I can understand why Macron over there says they need to, social media platforms need to be more aware. But you can't cut it out. You can't shut them down now. That cat's out the bag, bro. There's no more. You're not stuffing
That's it.
these apps back in the bag. Just like we're not stuffing Uber back in the bag. These companies are, listen, when we were talking about Surge earlier, how on one side of my state I get a red hockey puck. On the other side of my state, I get an actual Surge. These companies ask for forgiveness because it's easier than asking for permission. And then when they get caught with their pants down, oh, we're sorry. They pay some kind of fucking minimal fine, right? That might be a couple $1 million, no big deal, because they made billions. So what's 1 or 2% back? And that's exactly what happens. If you're a gig worker, bro, you better figure that shit out. You better figure that shit out.
Better pivot. Find your pivot.
And this is why I was all tripped out over the last week or so. Because that bullshit move that Hertz pulled, they still haven't contacted me back, bro.
And
they charged my credit card already. Yep. They charged my credit card, no problem.
I got somebody that was about to rent a Tesla, but because of what happened, they said I'm not renting it no more. I was like, nah, I'm not renting
it.
Bro,
we're small channels. We're small channels. Shout out to everybody in the chat this morning. Thank you for joining us on your 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. All 15 of you out there today. We appreciate you. We love you. Listen, we might be small channels. We might not have thousands and thousands and thousands of subs, but the words get out. Because somebody watched Eddie's video. Somebody watched Eddie's live. Saw me describing what I try to be as honest as I can with people about it, right? It ain't all sunshine and rainbows, but it's not all dirt and grime either. You can make some money out here.
Mm-hmm.
They saw that. They saw Eddie's video, where I was explaining my situation with Hertz had nothing to do with Uber. Uber did everything correctly, right? And now that's one less Tesla that's being rented. Like Kiara said, greed ruins things. It just ruins it. Anyway.
And it's just it's gonna keep going that way until basically something gets fixed or everybody hits the road. Imagine everybody hits the streets. Imagine everybody hits the streets. How do you control that?
Bro,
There's no cops coming out.
No, man. Look what Navis just said. The internet pranks and social views need to have some consequences. Now we have some dumb kids videos themselves walking into someone's house. They're lucky they didn't walk into my house. You see, they wouldn't do that shit here in America.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. Is there a video on that?
Dude, you know how many times they arrested that kid? They've arrested him like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's getting himself killed.
But he keeps getting away with it. They keep cutting him loose.
Because they want him to keep doing it.
But then what happens? What happens when he walks in somebody's house or he pranks somebody or he threatens somebody and they turn around and blow his fucking head off? Then what happens? Oh, now we got riots. Now we got France. Now we got Minnesota again. And California and DC and New York. If you're protesting, you shouldn't be looting.
Was that here in the States?
No, it was in Britain, England.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me see. Police in random arrest teen after a string of viral TikToks showed a man breaking into people's homes. Okay, I think this is it. All right, but this is in London. Police in London arrest a teen after a string of viral TikToks showed a man breaking into people's homes and bothering strangers. Really?
Bro, my wife is sitting right here. She'll tell you, I ain't got the temperament for that bullshit. I ain't got the temperament for it. I just don't.
Let me see. Is there a picture of this guy? Probably a white
guy. I've lost my shit on somebody thinking they're about to cut in front of me in on the road. This guy.
I don't know if this is it. Oh,
yeah,
this is it.
Yeah. And the first thing he did when he got arrested was he threw up the race card. Bitch, you just walked into somebody's house.
Do you know? I would ask. I was like, because I'll probably be thinking maybe it's like somebody's friend inside whatever and all that stuff. You're not. Here comes the beating.
Bro,
and a half.
And this soft ass dude walks up here like it ain't nothing. I'd have came out swinging. My daddy always told me, bro, I understand it's 3 or 4 of these young bucks, but my daddy always told me, he said, son, if you get jumped, grab one of them and kill them. Beat the living shit out of them because you're going to take an ass whooping anyway. So you might as well take one down with you. I'd never forgot that. Been in that situation. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
And they let him go. All right. Remember,
dude, that kid's been arrested 3 or 4 times. That kid's been arrested 3 or 4 times.
But he don't do that here. Oh man, that's why I say it's like some.
You can't say they don't do it here because they're running around our airports. You got other pranksters out here. Have you seen the 2 Russian dudes?
Hold on, what Russian dude? Okay, look them up. What are they doing?
The 2 Russian guys. They're actually, it's kind of like because they're large, they're big guys. They walk up to people at the gas stations. Okay? They walk up to people at gas stations or grocery stores, and they come off with this false intimidation, and then they wind up either paying for their gas or paying for their groceries. But it's the way they go about it.
Yeah.
It's the way they go about it, bro. It's the way they go about it. See, shit like that, it gets you shot. Because if you're that much bigger or there's that many more people than the person you're trying to prank, well, hell, in the state of Florida, Castle Doctrine, bro.
And these are both TikTokers, right?
I've seen them on YouTube. I don't do TikTok. I don't have a TikTok account. I don't want a TikTok account. For what? I barely want my Instagram account. They can shut that shit down and do me a favor.
Because I have seen some people like here that give me attitude, and I just look at them. I was like, "Hey, no," and they know why I'm shaking my head. They know why I'm shaking my head, and they know why I'm avoiding any type of confrontation. I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, just hey, I'm sorry.
Now, if you want,
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this
now
way."
if you want to see somebody do some good stuff on YouTube, and I'm sure he's on TikTok and IG and all that, you go look up a YouTube channel called That Was Epic or It Was Epic. This guy Juan
Oh, I think
Juan
I'm
goes, bro. He goes into the worst neighborhoods, knocks on their door, talks to them a little bit, and then pays their rent. Or he'll sneak up on somebody who's got like earbuds in their ears, like the wired earbuds, wired headphones,
Uh-huh.
and he'll cut their headphones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then he gives them a brand new pair. Or he walks into a library. Like he does a lot of good shit, man. But the one that I have the problem with
Is he
is where he walks
destroys?
up on that one with the headphones. Yeah, because we would have a problem.
Yeah.
Like I
I was
work
like,
hard for my money. You know what I mean?
Correct. Stop doing that. Destroying it. And not only that, let's say you're using headphones that you have had for a long time, and they're like,
It might be
you're
sentimental
lucky.
value.
Correct. I don't.
But here's the thing. Because of all this prank shit going around online right now, do you see what's getting ready to start on TV? They're actually promoting a series about pranks. So they're going to now national television. I don't know if it's ABC, NBC, whatever. They're now going to start. They're going to have a TV series. So they're going to mainstream these pranks. And when somebody don't take that shit and they ain't in the mood for that shit, you're going to have a problem, dude.
Ooh.
You're going to have a problem. Unless they're going to stage the pranks with actors on both sides. You're going to have a problem. You got kids running around the airports. Just walking up, snatching people's luggage and taking off as a prank.
Yeah. No. And I'm telling you. And I think it was London. Was it London? They did a prank, and it was in the mailbox. It was the mailbox one. And the kids were recording, and somebody was inside. It was one of the old mailboxes that are actually round. So I don't know if it was France or London. And the guy would throw the mail in there. All right. And somebody in the mailbox would throw the mail out. Some old guy just threw his mail in there. All right.
Right.
Somebody threw the mail out. He took it. He threw it back in there. Whoever was in there threw it right back out. And the old man just went like this and just took out a revolver and just went in and went pop, 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 shot him. Dead.
That's not funny, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Because it's dumb. Did you see the one where the dude was going around? He had a gas can, like a small 1 gallon gas can, 2 gallon gas can. And he would walk up to people in a parking lot and start throwing the gas, the water. He had water in it, but he was dumping water all over their cars.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then he finally ran into that one old dude, and that old dude came out the car, came out, pulled out a 44 Magnum on his ass.
Dude, what are you doing? I was like,
and then just said, "Oh, whoa.
It's not gas. It's just water. It's just water." And the old man's like, "I don't care." I was like, "To me, that's gas."
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't care." No, it's just water. He's like, "Dude, you're crazy." I was like, "Dude, I would have been like, you're crazy." He's like, "You're about to die."
And then the old man's like, okay, he calms down. As he's walking and getting back in his truck, then the dude turns around and calls him a pussy bitch. After the threat,
like,
yeah.
okay,
But he was crying. He was crying like a 2-year-old baby when that homeboy pulled out that Magnum.
Right. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, bro.
Big and tough after. Big and tough after.
Always.
You know,
bro, I was
big and
watching this
tough.
thing. I was
But
watching. I got caught in this algorithm last night with YouTube. Right? I've been watching this thing called Rough Inlets. And there's a guy down here. It's all about boats. They go to the inlets. They go to Hollover, they go to Jupiter, and they catch the boats going out and coming in, because I don't know if you know, Eddie, but when you're leaving from inside, like in a marina, and we have inlets which are very narrow, and they create a lot of rough waves. The boats go through. You really got to know how to handle a boat to get in and out of these things when you got high tides, rough seas, whatever. So there's it's called Black Key Marina down in Miami. And there's a guy down there, and all he does is sit there and he shoots video of these boats trying to get in. And he was showing all these trucks and Jeeps that slide into the water because they lose traction on their tires. So they completely sink their trucks and their Jeeps, right?
Uh-huh.
They got a 15-foot American alligator that lives there, that floats around, eats his fish in there while these police divers are in the water. Bro, it's a trip. But the one that stood out was these two guys got into a fight. So when you're coming into the marina, there's like an order, right? Because you've got 10, 15 boats all trying to tie up so you can unload the boats and then back your vehicle in, get the boat on the trailers, and get the boats out. Well, the one guy cut the other guy off at the marina. He cut him off with his boat. So the one guy starts losing his shit, right? Old Spanish dude, man, he's losing his shit at the other Spanish. Now listen, the other Spanish dude would have whooped this dude's ass. There's no doubt in my mind who would have won that fight. But so the guy who I felt would have been, the stronger of the two, he's nice and calm. But the other guy starts putting on a show. He's taking off his shirt. He's throwing his hat. He's got 3 women holding him back. If you want to get at somebody, 3 women ain't going to hold you back, especially these little ass women. They're not holding you back. It's all a show.
Girls
it's all a show.
When 3 girls can hold you back, you need to put on some more weight or lift some weights.
Oh, he had a belly. He had a belly like me. But I promise you, 3 women ain't going to hold me back. If I'm serious about trying to get at somebody. If somebody wants to get you, they're going to get you. They're going to get at you.
See, that's why when there's a confrontation, I never hold anybody back, because you holding somebody back just makes it worse. Because now they want to they lose control of the situation because you're holding them back, and they tend to get more aggressive. Had a buddy of mine that was like that. His name was Juan. Juan, if you're watching. Juan. So Juan, Juan used to get really, really, really drunk, and then when he's really drunk, he's very talkative, but he's very aggressive. Okay, and I always keep telling Juan, I was like, Juan, you gotta chill, bro, because this is just So whenever I used to talk to him, I had to talk to him in a calm way, but I could never hold him back whenever it came to a situation. I had to pick him up one time. He was at some random kid's house, and he just walked in and he just sat down, and just started playing cards with everybody else because they're playing with money and all that stuff. So he called me on the phone, and I talked to one of the guys. I was like, listen, we don't know this guy. He just walked into our place and he just sat down. But Juan's a big guy, bro. Juan's a big guy. And I had to go there and I had to get him. And when I go in there, he's just really drunk. And I was like, "Wow, come on, man, let's go." I was like, "You're scaring these guys." They were like, "What do you mean you're scaring?" I was like, "Dude, you're all jacked up around these freaking skinny ass guys, and they don't know you. You just walked in. Yeah, man, I just walked in and I just wanted to play some cards." But he's, like, I never want to pull him, or I never want to put my hand in the way. Like, let's go. None of that, because then he gets really moody. He never swung at me. Never in his life he ever swung at me.
That's a good thing.
But correct. He had the total utmost respect. Love that guy. Juan, if you're watching, bro, still think about those days. Kiki, and then I had to drive him home, and then the wife was like, "What did he do now?" I was like, nothing. He was just being him.
That's a good friend, Eddie. That's a good friend, bro.
Yeah.
Kiki sent me an email. It's supposed to be fireworks gone crazy, but this is what showed up. So let's see. It's not showing. I don't have any volume because I'm not logged in. What the hell? That's the cop.
Oh, is that a cop?
Yeah, that's the cop on a dirt bike. Whoop! Oh, face planted.
Ooh.
Face planted. But anyway, brother.
Fireworks. Kiki, fireworks gone wrong. It's like, yeah, I was gonna actually talk about that, but
all right. Since we're talking about fireworks.
Breaking news.
Welcome to beautiful, sunny, and windy Las Vegas. where it's still hot as a motherfucker, man.
Because I gotta pay the sponsors. You know, I gotta pay the sponsors. We gotta pay the bills. What you got, Eddie? What you got?
By the way, this is supposedly LA. Is this right? I mean, anybody from in the LA area, is this really what it looks like?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, bro. That's some real shit, dude.
The only time I see LA this is what I see. This is what I see when I see LA. But you know how sometimes you can just, if you keep going to the bad spots of LA, and record, they record the bad stuff. But is this truly what's going on in LA, or are these guys just being like picky, or
No,
they're always
that's
going to the bad areas?
no, that's really what's going on, bro. All right, Kiki, I got it. Yeah, no, that's what's really happening, bro. That's really happening. New York isn't that much different when you look at all the hotels and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me
This is
wrong.
real.
I see this here, but if I keep going to where the homeless are, I can make it look like this if I just keep recording it. But not
Oh,
all
yeah,
of
of course.
Austin is this. The majority of Austin is they're really nice neighborhoods. They're all really nice neighborhoods, And I spoke to a homeless girl. Her name is Alex, and I was trying. She was trying to say, "Oh, people don't care." I was like, "Oh, we do care." I was like, "We do care." Okay, and it's
Certain
just that
areas.
the more we give you, the more you stay homeless because you're gonna get more.
Well, that's
So
yeah.
we gotta encourage you to get out. Ooh, what
All
is
right.
this?
This is
Ah,
Kiki's fireworks gone wrong. Look at that. That woman in the red shirt, boy. She was smart. She grabbed that kid and got out of Dodge. Oh, car's on fire.
oh, I know what happened. That's probably what all the fireworks was.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they won't do that again, I bet. Oh, my God. Y'all better learn to be better than that. Y'all better learn to be better than that. Y'all be safe out there if y'all gonna be shooting off fireworks
There
tonight.
was
Y'all
there
be
was
careful.
there was this one fireworks where they set up a balloon over in the air. The fireworks went off, set the balloon on fire, and then the fireworks came right back down, crashing. It was not a pretty sight for the for
Insanity,
the
bro.
fireworks show. It was just
Insanity.
really bad.
All right, Eddie,
But
we're
yeah,
pushing up
see,
on that time frame, brother.
yeah,
Pushing up on that.
57. We got 3 minutes left.
Final thoughts, Eddie. What would you like to get off your chest? So here's a question.
No, nothing. All right. Everybody's got their own opinion, and I know that I might say some controversial stuff. I'm not a big fan. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the LGBTQ, but the part of the LGBTQ that promote the things that make everybody in the LGBTQ look bad. There's a lot there's a lot of LGBTQ out there that don't even want any part of this. But there is just that one little small freaking rotten apple that ruins it for everybody. Okay, and then
100%.
they think of as bad, and then it's kind of like with my kids. I don't want my kids involved in any of that stuff. It's like, why? It's because it's not for the good ones; it's the bad ones. It's the bad ones. It's the one all I need is one bad one to put something into my kid's head. All right. And then there you go. It gets programmed in there, and then they start doing it because it becomes okay. And then later in the future, they go to jail for doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, which they thought it was right
Yep.
because that's what they were taught. I don't want that crap. I don't
Nope.
want to be around it until it gets fixed. I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yep.
Because
And
it gets people in trouble. Look at that kid that raped the girl in the bathroom. He didn't
yeah,
even go to jail. They moved them over into another school. You know what he did there?
same shit.
Same
Did it
shit to
again.
the girl. It gets programmed because they believe it's okay because they're gonna get away with it. What was he thinking about that time? Oh yeah, I'm just probably gonna get in trouble. They're gonna move me to another school. Give him one of my kids that does that, he's gonna get the beating of a lifetime before I hand him into the cops.
Oh, 100%. I always said that whole thing that happened in Parkland. I always said the whole thing that happened in Parkland. You know, that situation at the high school. at Stoneman
Oh.
Douglas, that
Yeah.
situation, if I were a police officer that day, that individual would have never made it to the jailhouse. There's no way he would have made it to the jailhouse.
No. But
Talk
it's
about
just
taking
like
one for the team, bro. There's no way.
they
There's no way.
they keep getting away with this stuff. They keep letting them out. And then are you
It's
letting them out? Are you letting them out? They say, oh, okay, I can get away with it. Let alone the damn lawyers that help them get out. You know? And
Yeah.
I think these lawyers that actually do that, I think they should. I mean,
Well,
I don't know what the process is
hold
because if
on.
they have to. No,
Hold
I
on,
know
hold on, hold
about the
on.
process.
Everybody is entitled to
Correct.
a jury of their peers.
But
That's part of the work. That's how it works.
Not the jury, the lawyer. But I just think that if they get out for that crime, but then they go back out and they commit the same crime, all right, then that lawyer should.
Well, if we're going to talk about that, then let's talk about New York real quick. So you had the former Marine that restrained the homeless guy on the subway train, and that guy ultimately passed away, right? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
The Marine on the subway
Okay.
train
Yes.
that restrained the guy with a chokehold,
Yeah.
right? Then after he let him loose, tried to help him, guy didn't recover. Unfortunately, and it is sad, but unfortunately, the guy passed away. Had a rap sheet as tall as my body. Okay. For whatever reason, he was still on the street. But then a month later, you got another young man with his girlfriend out on the subway. They're getting harassed. Same situation by some homeless dude. The guy pulls out supposedly an illegal weapon, grabs and kills the guy. No charges filed. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Yeah.
And I don't need, and I swear to you, I'm not into labels and I'm not going to put a label on this. This is one man who did it one way. Here's another man who did it another way. One is indicted for murder. Another one gets away, no charges.
Yeah.
What are we
It's
talking
kinda like-
about here?
And then it kind of like the white guy. Remember the white guy, a homeless guy pulled out a knife.
See?
Was it the immigrant pulled out a knife on him? Okay, and then he called the cops, but then he didn't want the guy to get arrested. He just wanted him to leave him alone, and he starts crying because they were gonna arrest him. I was like, no, don't arrest him because then they're gonna think like I'm like against like black people and all that stuff. I was like, he pulled out the knife. What do you want him to do? You want him to stab one of your kids first?
But wait, Eddie, this is my whole point. This is why I opened up with what I opened up with today. No labels. Remove the labels. Just take the labels off. What about the guy? I forget what city he was in. What about there's a homeless guy sitting on the sidewalk. Another guy walks up to him. Homeless guy is oblivious to that guy standing behind him or off to the back of his left shoulder. Completely oblivious to him. The guy pulls out a gun. He's having problems loading the gun. He's there for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And then just once he gets it loaded in a round chamber, just goes around and boom, shoots the guy in the head, shoots the homeless guy in the head and walks away.
Oh.
What are we talking about here? This is why I say, Eddie, you got to remove the labels. We cannot move forward as a nation as long as we're going to be putting labels on ourselves.
Yeah, but they're going to keep doing it.
They're going to keep doing it because people keep sucking into the shit. Do yourself a favor, Eddie. Do yourself a favor, Eddie. Do me this favor. And I promise you, you're going to feel a little bit different. For 1 week, and it's hard to do. For 1 week, I challenge anybody out there in the chat today. For 1 week, do not put a label on something, whatever the situation is. Don't put the label on it. Because, see, that's what they want you. That's what they want us to do. They want us to put labels on shit. Don't put a label on it. Don't say white guy, black guy, white chick, black chick, Asian chick. Don't put a label on it. Your Supreme Court just ruled no more freaking labels considered for college entrance exams. It's going to hurt some minorities, 100%.
But they keep pushing this crap, and this is the consequences.
Wait. But the point is, it's going to hurt some people. No doubt about it. It's going to hurt some people. But there's just as many poor, economically challenged minorities that do make it. So what's the difference? Is the difference because of where they come from? No. If you've got one type of poor, trashy person and another type of poor, trashy person who just happen to be different skin tones, but one makes it and one doesn't, what was the difference? The difference wasn't the label. The difference was what the parents did with them or what that individual decided they were going to do. It's easy to be a victim. It's hard to be a fucking hero.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys are gonna go out drinking tonight, stay away from the river. Stay away from the river late at night. Somebody out there. I don't know how the hell he or she is getting people over by the water, and they find them floating right down the river. I hear that it was happening on Houston. I gotta confirm, and now it stopped on Houston, and now it's happening here on in Texas. That
Wow.
just whatever you do, somebody's inviting you to go. Oh yeah, let's go by the water. It's like no,
Right.
it's like don't be stupid and fall for that.
All right.
I don't understand. I don't understand why people just the cops just don't put like cameras out there so to see what the hell is going on, because it's happening a little bit too often here. And they're already, I think it was a couple of days ago, they found another body.
People are using it because they know they can get away with it there.
Yeah, and if you go swimming and you feel a little sticky, that's probably someone's DNA.
All right. Commuter says, are y'all driving this 4th of July holiday? Take care and take money. Commuter, I am driving, but I've got a 5 o'clock private. And when I get done with that, that's when I'll flip on the apps. I'll make my way back up to Fort Lauderdale and I'll start my night and hopefully be better than last night. I'm praying it's better than last night.
I'm driving for a couple of hours, but I'm not driving tonight. The streets get so closed and people start asking, come pick me up. Well, the roads are actually closed, and then you sit in traffic.
For me, I can't honestly say what's going to happen. Like in the past years, you've been able to, strategize. Like for us here, if you're up in my area in Fort Lauderdale, Broward County, same thing in Dade County, same thing in Palm Beach County. All the big, massive fireworks are going to be off the ocean. So you start west, you go west, and you try to grab people going west to east. And then you go back. You deadhead back, and you go west to east, west to east. And then when the fireworks are over, now it's back east to west.
Yeah.
You cherry pick a little bit in there to try to get the right rides, but that's generally the flow. It's west to east and then east to west.
Traffic is too horrible for me, man. I don't even bother.
All right, we got Derek just came in late. Says $2,004 last week in Atlanta. Get it, brother.
This is Sparta! Damn, I'm good.
All right,
that's a hell of a week.
Hold on. Give me a second.
1001, 1002, 1003. Oh, door closed. 1004, 1005. He's gonna be gone a few minutes. Jeez. Anyway, y'all. Hey, Derek, man, that's a really good week, bro. You did good, man. $2,000 last week. $2,000 last week was really good. If you're gonna be out there driving, though, be smart, be safe, be smart. Don't get caught up in no garbage. People are gonna be drinking. They're gonna be trying you. They're gonna be testing you. It's gonna happen. Make sure you got your bags. I know not enough people talk about the bags, but listen, get you some Walmart bags. When they talk about vomit bags, don't get tricked into buying them fancy medical vomit bags off of Amazon. Don't do that shit. Go to your grocery store and get you those plastic bags, and I'm going to tell you why. It's a lot easier to put your whole head in the bag and throw up than it is to try to hit that little hole. That little hole, they're drunk. They're not going to hit the hole.
Yeah.
They're not going to hit the hole, bro. Go get you some Walmart bags and double bag them. Put them with the tag out of your map pocket so they can just snatch them out, put their whole head in it, and hopefully that saves you a whole lot of cleaning and a whole lot of stench.
Last week was not a good week for me. That was pretty good, actually. So, but you know what? And then for the original news, I really want to see this happen. Okay, because I would love Zuckerberg to get you sucker punched. Blah, blah. Really, really do want to see something like this. I'll watch this. I'll definitely watch this pay-per-view. I do not know who these two guys are. I mean, of course, they are in UFC, but Pierre right here coming out of a retirement. I believe he's like fully retired, and he's coming
Oh,
out to train Elon.
I tell
Right?
you
That looks
what.
like Pierre.
Yeah, no, that's him. Jean Saint Pierre.
Jean Pierre.
Yeah,
Right? Jean
yeah.
Jean.
Former
Uh,
or former MMA champion.
yep, good boxer. Good boxer. Strategic boxer, right? Pierre is a strategic boxer.
No, he's an MMA boy. He's a grappler, bro. He
No,
can
I know he's a
strike.
grappler, but he's like a strategic. Oh, look at that! My monetization is limited.
Vinny, I just noticed that in the USA, the Tesla free color is now metallic gray. That might be worth considering, as white can be harder to keep clean. I said I'm going to do a live stream where it's just going to be talking about the Tesla, because I'm really trying to weigh these odds. I'll tell you, like I told the guys in the Discord the other night, which one I purchase is going to be very dependent on what these apps are doing to us. We got to consider what these apps are doing to us. Is it worth chasing Lux Black on Lyft? That's a whole nother discussion. So we'll talk about it. Maybe we can talk about that tomorrow during the markets. I don't know. But listen, if they go for this fight, if this fight happens, bro, Zuckerberg is smaller than me.
Yeah,
Elon
but,
is like freaking 6'2", 6'3". Elon's gonna kill him.
So I'm looking for pictures of Elon before. Dude, that's a lot of weight. Dude,
Yeah.
look at that.
Yeah,
That's a lot of weight.
that is a lot of weight that he's lost. But Elon's not a small dude, bro. Elon's a
I
big
think-
dude.
But they're about the same. He's like how tall is Elon? Like 6 something?
Yeah, but Zuckerberg ain't that big, bro. Zuckerberg's a little. He's a little bit,
Puny.
bro. He's a little
I
bit.
don't know. We're about to see, because both Elon and Zucker, they're both into this whole billionaire stuff, so that they don't really do. I mean,
Listen, it's a big distraction. You know what's dropping? You know what Twitter is dropping, or Meta is dropping on Thursday? Meta is dropping its version of Twitter on Facebook, and they're going to call it Threads. So Meta is going after the extreme right or the extreme left and try to get some of that money. Well, look what Twitter did. Twitter said, you want a blue check mark? You're going to pay $8 a month.
correct.
Facebook said, well, you want to be verified? You're going to pay $12 a month.
Oh, okay. You know what? I don't even
Monkey
wanna
see,
bring it up.
monkey do. Monkey see, monkey do. Sorry,
Twitter-
Zucks. I don't give a flying F
Yeah, nobody
about your.
cares.
I ain't been on
The,
Facebook.
the only the only
Like I
thing
said,
he's got going for him, is Meta, and that's because the kids right now, man, they just virtual reality everything.
Yep. Eddie, Randy wants to know, did you really put in a Tesla truck order?
Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, I did. I have actually showed it too.
Commuter Burns.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it or not, but my order is in there.
Hertz,
order-
Commuter says, Hertz did you no favors with that disaster of a rental. You're right. You guys have no idea, bro. You guys have no idea how that messed me up. Like, there's a lot of rethinking going on. There were things that I had planned out. And see, that, Eddie, that goes back to just life in general, right? When you got to make a pivot. When you got to make a pivot because of things that are out of your control, you can't control them. All you can do is adjust and keep moving forward. That's just the way it is, bro. Oh, look who's in the house. San Francisco Lux Black driver. Must be in some relation to Brandon. Chicago Lux Black driver.
Cybertruck is reserved.
Hold on. Lux Black in San Fran is far in between. Even regular Lux is irregular. Getting my Mach-E tomorrow. Oh, wow. He's going to try the Mach-E. That's through the Ford program, though. I think
Yeah.
that's through Ford. That's not even through Hertz. That's through Ford.
Hey, be
It's a
careful
lot
with the
cheaper.
Be careful with the Tesla charging stations. They might not like you if you take up 2 spots in a charging station if it's busy. They ain't gonna like you too much. They get,
Let's see.
and here in Tesla community, bro, they record you and they record your and they put it on a Facebook group. You're like, watch out for this guy.
Bucky, seems like people either hate or love the Cybertruck. Bro, I think it's hot.
Yeah,
Like,
no, look, it's just the
I think it's hot.
customization of it. What you could do with
Well,
it? Did you see the one with all it had was a camouflage? What was that? Uh, oh my
yeah,
god,
it
a
was a wrap.
wrap. It was
Yeah, it was a wrap.
camo,
Yeah.
freaking awesome.
Well, here's my thing. Could the same thing be said for the DeLorean? Because the DeLorean wasn't that great looking of a car, and it was all stainless steel. Very difficult to paint. The whole 9 yards. The DeLorean never. I mean, it had the front end of it copycatted the front end of the Ferraris from back in the day, right? The Countach. Don't call it a contact. Ferrari owners get all flipped out about that shit.
See,
Countach.
let's go. Back
San Francisco Lux Black Driver says yes, it is a Ford Drive lease. Ford's got to do something, bro. They just got $6.3 million bailout from us. There's our taxes again, Eddie.
Yep.
There's our taxes again. Our taxes are going to bail Ford out, so Ford can take money from South Florida Lux Black Driver.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean new DeLorean?
No, I thought DeLorean was
ser-
dead. I thought the company was dead. They got a new one?
Yeah, somebody
Hey.
bought DeLorean.
No, I wouldn't think, Randy, a Lux driver is not an Uber Black. That's two different things.
Oh no! Is it? Hold on. Is this it?
Uh-oh. They bringing back the DeLorean? You should watch the story of the documentary on that guy.
I did watch. You know, he was using the money that he was using, and the problems that people having getting parts and getting the car fixed. It kept breaking down, and then he kept borrowing more money from
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, and that's
Ponzi
how he
scheme.
lost his company because he didn't know what he was doing.
Wow, whatever this is the new DeLorean. This is sharp.
Dude, they could at least put the freaking what's it called
The flux capacitor?
the flux capacitor in the back.
Bro, that is sharp. That's sharp. I like that. But you know what?
I want it. The doors
Maybe
have
I
to go.
don't.
The doors have
Maybe
to go
I don't
up.
like it. Maybe I don't like it. You know what it reminds me of? Reminds me of the Jaguar. Austin Martin's Jaguars.
Reminds me of the Lucid.
That shit is. Oh, it's an.
Oh, look at that! It's
an EV.
electric.
It's electric. And look
It's
where they
electric.
mounted the. And look where they mounted the damn. Look where they mounted the damn socket. Is Tesla the only ones that realize you need to mount it in the back, not in the front? Bro, what are we looking at here?
Oh, that was their apparel.
Yeah, we know why you went to the apparel. Oh, and that's yeah.
That's okay.
bro.
Now it's a DeLorean. Okay. Now
That is
it's a
pretty
freaking
badass, though.
DeLorean.
That is pretty badass. That is pretty badass. That's pretty badass.
But this
Still looks like a-
this doesn't look
still
like
looks
the
like a
car. It
Jag
looks like
to
this
me.
all render. Oh, it
Well,
looks
do
so
they have-
nice.
Do they
It's
have
only a
price-
4-seater, man.
It's a damn car, bro. It's not a sedan. Do they have a price?
DeLorean concept. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a Moon Raider.
Yeah,
Anyway,
okay. Actually, that looks pretty cool. I wouldn't mind. I definitely wouldn't mind, but it looks like a 4x4.
that is sick, bro, Bucky. That's a sick looking vehicle, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Commuter says my Cybertruck order was in on launch night. Original DeLorean had stainless steel panels over GRP panels on a regular chassis. DeLorean 2 has been resurrected. Yep. New Lambo Countach.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they fix all those damn problems that they were going through. By the way, over at in New York, before I left New York, like 25 years ago, over 25 years ago, there was a DeLorean at this junkyard place on the side of the road, tires all flat and stuff. Man, and I, it was back when I was a kid, and I was doing like, I was just, I don't know what the, I think I was driving taxis and stuff. But there was a DeLorean just like this, bro, exactly the same one. And they just had it thrown on the side of the road
We buy
at a junkyard.
DeLoreans, any condition. Click here.
See that?
I don't know, man. That car just never did it for me, bro. It just didn't. I don't know. Not even
because they did it. It's Back to the Future was the one that actually made it for them.
Yep. You know that movie. You know that movie just celebrated its, like, I don't know, some type of milestone. 38 years old.
I hope they do a remake.
No, certain movies you don't remake, bro. Too much CGI. Then they go dark. Anytime they make a good comedy movie like that with adventure, you know, they wind up going dark. You know, there's enough dark.
Blue, black, man. It says reserve, but it doesn't say. Oh, for only $88, you can reserve your own DeLorean. Oh my, dude, what the fuck? My credit card's in there. No, I'm not pre-ordering a DeLorean. Can't do much with it. Can't even do it for. I can't even use it for ride sharing.
Bro,
I would like. I would like to know the.
You don't buy that for ride sharing. Why would you buy that for?
What do you think I'm gonna do with the Cybertruck?
Something. Hold on, something's burning.
Uh-oh. Looks nice though. It looks nice, but I like original.
Okay. No.
Original. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Not now. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, that's 100% true. It was the film that made the car the icon that it has become. That's
correct.
Right. Flux capacitor, 88 miles per hour at precisely 12:03 a.m.
Well, you sound just like him.
Well, you know, it's not that hard when all you got to do is talk like an old man. Great Scott, Marty. Bro, I grew up on those movies. What, are you kidding me?
The DeLorean. Bringing back some memories with Marty McFly.
Marty McFly. Wake up, McFly.
Yeah, I remember. All right,
I loved it when he backed his car up into the pile of manure, and the pile of manure fucking flooded him out in the car.
Oh yeah.
That was
actually
awesome.
wasn't that the movie that started everybody like start thinking about time travel? Like
no,
what happened? Like, the what
time
if?
travel has been around. No, time travel has been around. You know? They've been doing stuff like that. But anyway, my brother, it's 11:22 a.m.
That is right.
Classes
I got a little bit longer than usual.
Well, that's all right. I owed you from yesterday because I wasn't here. So,
but I wasn't even planning on going on today because the market is closed. But we talked about some good news. Just but if you're in Austin, again, stay away from the damn water. All right, don't go nowhere near that. Don't be a sucker and fall for it. And you meet some sexy girl or a sexy guy, be like, oh, let's go take a walk by the water. Be like, no, that's probably the guy.
Well, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, feel free to walk by the water.
Yeah, no,
the water will be water. You know what, though? I tell you what, I can tell you this, Eddie. Tonight's 4th of July across the country is going to tell you, as far as rideshare is concerned, is going to tell you what the rest of your summer is going to be like. If you don't have a decent, it ain't got to be great. It just can't be poor. If you don't have a decent day, night tonight, then you know rideshare is fucked for the rest of the summer. It's the only holiday left until Labor Day. So tonight is going to tell a lot. Tonight is going to tell a lot. It's going to tell you where your pivots need to be and how you need to make them. I can tell you XL is dead for the majority of XL drivers because all those big ass Suburbans and Escalades have now flooded the XL line. They are now taking XLs. That's why I say my pivot was down, not up.
So
If I would have had the Tesla last night, I probably could have did $150, and it would have been bang, 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 bang.
yeah, yesterday I only worked half day and I made about 180.
But I cannot do X in my truck. I just can't. It's the dumbest shit ever for me. And and by the way, Eddie, I'm just gonna let you know up front. Somebody they were trying to get me in the Discord last night to drop down to X. And I told them, my name's Vinny, not Eddie. I'm being a man about it.
Yeah,
It was not a slam on you.
correct.
And it didn't lift me, it didn't elevate me. Just my numbers don't work for that.
Yeah, that's right. In my market, strategy works. That's why I wrote the ebook. You got to go down
right.
to X. You got to go down to X, but you go down to X when there are surges to justify going down to X.
Thanks for the positivity, Vinny. I'm trying to be positive.
You know, Vinny in his market, they don't like Vinny. For me, if I multi-app all day, eventually it's just gonna take care of me the majority of the day. And that's usually what I stick to. But for me to figure it out, I gotta stay out there. And there's no shutting the apps off.
Well, and that's the other part to it too. I've always said once you get the algorithm started, it'll keep feeding you. The problem, the situation is getting it started. It has to get started. So you have to start that algorithm somewhere. Hindsight's 2020. Even though that one request they sent me last night was, I think Omar figured it out. It was $1.39 a mile. 37 miles, 49 minutes for $52 on an XL lift. Severely underpaid. Hindsight's 2020. I wound up coming home with nothing. I probably should have took the ride. But that's what they're plotting on. They're plotting on drivers' desperation. And that's why they keep feeding lowball offers. And I know somebody took it because the ride never came back around to me. So somebody took that ride, and they probably took it at a cheaper rate.
Probably.
It's just facts, bro. It's just facts. And you can
never
get.
And the only time you will ever take a cheesy ass ride if there is something at the other end. So.
Exactly. And where it was taking me, this is what I was telling them in the Discord yesterday, where it was taking me to would not have worked. It wouldn't have done me any good. I'd have been down in Coral Gables on a Monday night. There's nothing going on in Coral Gables on a Monday night. If school was in, if the universities were in session, yeah, perhaps. But there was nothing going on last night. Uh-oh. Eddie's making the face.
All right, hold on. Let me just pull this up. All right, let's finish it off. Let's finish it off with.
Go ahead. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. I was gonna say I was gonna do the music, but yeah, man, I watch some things to keep my mind entertained, but the things that I watch is actual people getting hurt. I like it, but I'm not too fond of watching people doing stupid things and they actually get hurt. So it's just. You cringe. You're like, ugh. Oh, and by the way, oh my God, this is just so bad.
Now hold on.
Right. I'm gonna play a better one because this one hurts more.
All right, Ramon, you got in a little late, but we're here, bro. We're gonna acknowledge you, my brother.
Yeah, Ramon.
Actually, people want to talk. What the hell? Yep, every underpaid ping I saw in Austin yesterday eventually gets taken. 120 plus drivers sitting at the airport, hot as hell. Bro, I don't see how they're doing it. Dude, our airports are hitting 160. We hit 200 X cars the other night, bro. 200 X cars.
There was nobody at the airport this morning. By the way, it looks like everybody here in Austin, it like early in the AM, there was like no drivers out there.
Well, you might
look that there was no driver. I mean, it felt that way. At the airport, zero at the airport, but it was not surging. So, but then I don't know how to find out because on the app, you can go on the app and you can find out if there's actual drivers out there if you turn it on. But it looks like there was just nobody around. I sat for a little bit, man, but the trips were like 40 to the airport, 10 minutes away, $45, $44.
It's like I always say, bro, if the crowd goes left, you need to go right. Where there's a whole lot of drivers, waiting, they're going to lowball you. Where there's not a lot of drivers, they're going to treat you more fairly. This should be common sense.
Well, 4th of July prices should be higher, should be a lot higher for the 4th of July, especially if you're out there.
Oh, no, they're going to pay a lot
I'm gonna hit the road for a little bit, but once it starts picking up, that's it. I'm done. I'm gonna grab my electric skateboard and my bike, and I'm just gonna go.
Listen, it just is what it is. Riders are going to pay more because it's a holiday, and we're going to get lowball. They'll apologize instead of ask for permission.
By the way, I predicted this, and I know Randy. Yeah, wait, hold on. What are you doing? Go to Randy. Yeah. By the way, people are saying that this is happening. This is happening. But the thing is, I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I'm telling you, you gotta pivot out the way,
don't pivot up.
because these guys come in and they're making money. So they don't even know how much is good, how much is not bad. That's why they talk about vetting. I was like, you need to vet them to understand how it is that everything works. Because if companies are going to hire you and they're going to give you less money, you're not getting out of the situation that you came from, because everything here is more expensive. So
100%.
That's why when people when they come over here, they all pile up into one house, into one room. You know, you get like 10, 20 of them. I had somebody, big bro, owned an apartment building. All right, things were going bad. What were they doing? They were all piling up into one. You know, and he actually went there and spoke. They didn't know that he was the owner of the building, but he spoke to him directly. You know, without letting him know that he was actually the owner, and he was truly understanding of what was going on, why it was happening, instead of him just kicking him out. And what he did was, the building had to close down, so he had to remove them. And he was like, okay, you know what? And he called other places, and what do you call it? Just find them. He found them other apartments somewhere else, instead of just saying you got to leave. You know, he helped them out. All right, let's finish it off. I want to go work out.
Hold on. Because we're still getting comments, bro. This morning would have been good for Lyft, but surge was short this morning compared to yesterday around 3:34 a.m. Zero surge on Uber except $1 at the airport. They're going to keep pushing it down. Surge is going away, bro. Just get ready for it. Surge is going away. It already doesn't increase. They stopped increasing surge months ago. Surge is going away. You heard it here. I've been saying it. I know bigger channels will start to say surge is going away. Surge, as we know it, is gone. Commuter branch, when the apps zig, you got to zag. 100%. Okay. All right. Now we're good, Eddie. What do you want me to do? I got my finger on
no, let's end it. Let's end it.
All right, y'all.
It is way past our time, and I want to go. I want to go work out. I don't know. I told you guys before, so I'm doing this whole carnivore thing, and I've been doing so good. I'm down almost 10 pounds, and it hasn't even been 2 weeks yet.
You gotta send me that list so I can try it.
So excited about it. So excited. Well, the first one was the 23-hour fasting. My second week is the carnivore. But the thing is, dude, I eat meat, like I eat meat, you know. But the weight just keeps coming off. So I'm like, all right.
All right. Well, let's get it. All right, y'all. Hey, happy 4th of July. Y'all be safe. Happy Independence Day. Remember, I challenge every one of you, whenever you talk about a situation, whatever the situation is, remove the labels from in front of it. If it's a political situation, remove the Democrat or Republican label from it. If it's a cultural thing, remove the culture from in front of it. Remove the labels. See how much clearer the picture now becomes. Remove the emotion, go with your logic. That's my only thing. On Independence Day, that's what I always try to impress upon people. All right, y'all. Eddie, Eddie, you wanted to show something, or we just gonna end it?
Oh no, you're gonna play the music, and I'm gonna play the video.
Well, don't cut it off. Let the video play before you cut it off.
It did play last time. It did play. I rewatched it.
It did not play. I went back and watched it 7 times.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? You know what, Eddie? I don't like you.
All right. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.